Kia ora, I'm Darren de Klerk and I lead the Silt Recovery Taskforce. We've been in place since March 2023 as a result of Cyclone Gabriel. It brought millions and millions of cubic metres of silt onto our precious whenua. We estimate about 4,000 hectares of land was impacted. Since we've been set up, we've dealt with over 1,100 jobs across the region, resulting in over 2 million cubic metres of silt recovered. It's a large number, but only a small component of the amount of silt that was deposited on land. Clearing this land has had a major impact, and a positive impact to our Hawke's Bay whenua and economy. Around 610 hectares of pip fruit were impacted.
Then along came Cyclone Gabriel and almost took the dream away.
So of the 22 hectares we've got here, 18 hectares was basically wiped out. The river breached in 2 places on the property, and the water came through and was in a lot of places over top of this canopy, which is 1.8 metres high. So without that silt recovery unit coming and taking the silt away, we would still be somehow trying to deal with mountains and mountains of silt on our property. The impact on the community is pretty devastating. I feel they're still affected by what happened, and it's critical for us to get this orchard up and running and get it back to where it was, so the reminders have gone basically. So we're working hard to get this back on track.
14th of February, we got flooded out really bad. The stop bank behind me over by the river collapsed and flooded this whole orchard. We ended up with about 500 mil to 800 mil of silt over the whole orchard. It's 5 hectares over here. Over by the riverside, we had a 2 hectare block that was totally annihilated, smashed to bits, trees everywhere, wire, just disaster zone. But anyway, we got in here, we got the silt out through the help of a lot of people in machinery. Volunteers came and helped scrape away the silt from the trees and take the silt out of the and debris out of the trees and the tree trunks. And anyway, we got it all cleared up, grass down, probably about the end of May last year. We've since now had a crop and a pretty good crop. So we're back on track and ready to go. The regional council, the district councils, MPI, the government agencies have really come in and helped over the last 18 months where they can, where they've seen a need, where they've listened to growers. They've been able to contribute funds, which was a huge help in the silt and recovery cleanup.
We're quite a large company with 400 plus hectares, and we lost 70% of our crop that day. We've got it back into trees, which is so we're going to get into production. We'll be harvesting this in 2 years' time. And again, that wouldn't have happened if we didn't have the support by the government helping us with the silt recovery. It's a big pie and there's little pieces, in there.
We're really proud to have had the role we've had in the Silt Recovery Taskforce to be able to support our region's recovery and getting back up on its feet. And we couldn't do that without the multi-agency approach and the landowners who have come along the journey with us, going through a hell of a tough time, getting their land and lives back into recovery and to some normality. We thank you all for your time, your patience and your sense of humour in working with us. And kia kaha.